And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. These two teams, Titans and Dolphins, met last year, Week 5. That was Jay Cutler versus Matt Castle, and it was the Dolphins getting a fourth-quarter touchdown from Jarvis Landry, and they held on to win 16-10 in South Florida. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. These Dolphins last year, Charles, 6-10 under second-year coach Adam Gase. A regression from their playoff run in 2016. For this once-proud franchise, they haven't won a playoff game since the 2000 season.
Yeah, think about it this way. 2 years under head coach Adam Gase, a little bit of a yo-yo. Playoffs his first year, not close his second year. They need to get back to competing for a playoff spot this season. How so? More consistent play, less penalties, and getting Ryan Tannehill back for all 16 games at quarterback.
Well, you mentioned penalties. The Dolphins had more penalties than any team the last 2 years. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Dancing to his left, and he's got some space, and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans, and the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward.
All right. Hold
Now
up.
comes the Dolphin.
I'm coming.
Kick your season off by starting your first game.
You ready?
Hold on, do it, Scotty.
I'm already in it. They're gonna send you. My shit's up too. Hold on. I think we. Hey, back out of it. Hold on. Wait. Are you getting an invite from me? Cause I think it's saying it's supposed to send an invite.
Nah, it's learning. Well, like mine has it like Sunday. Does yours look like this? Like,
It was, but I backed out of that. I was already at that screen.
you shouldn't. Just go back.
Huh?
Go back to it.
I'm trying to. Hold up. Alright. I'm in the screen. Are you there?
Just press it.
Alright.
I'm accepting your invite. I'm accepting your invite. It says my sister searching for a phone.
What the fuck?
It's gonna come in there.
It says searching for opponent.
Yeah, you're there.
Alright. It's because while you're searching, I have to also go. It's at the same time.
Yeah, I see you.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That's fine. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it. These two teams had not one but two memorable encounters a year ago. Their first one was Week 5. That's when Ben Roethlisberger threw a handful of interceptions. Jacksonville won big. And then, of course, the Jags, Charles, they doubled down in the playoffs.
Yeah, they beat Pittsburgh again in Pittsburgh, 45-42, to advance to their third AFC Championship game in franchise history. I like what you did there. A handful. 5 interceptions by Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, he struggled in that first outing. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Yeah, hey, take 26.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Landry. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Completes it to Lee. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's got room. Fournette, 1st down, still going. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they're actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth.
Bro, my shit will not pop up, bro. What the fuck?
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Bro, why won't my shit pop up, bro?
Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him,
it don't pop up.
With that effort.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. A first carry now from Marshawn Lynch. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that is incomplete. And this...
Oh yeah, I know, but bruh, it won't pop up because I got the shit on all Madden, and it needs to be on less than all Madden to pop up. Yeah, I didn't know that. What the fuck? That's trash, bruh. What the hell? What the hell does me being on all Madden have to do with me being able to fucking kick the fucking ball?
Passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Yes, sir.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Bridgewater now. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down.
Oh my God, he really just folded on that. He folded. He folded so nasty.
On the catch, it's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete.
Oh my God!
The right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over.
That got me hot.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Lynch. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you put him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Greg Olsen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a 1st quarter lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
The return man, Chris Moore. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Throwing his Bridgewater. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Wake in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. 2nd down, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. A quick throw, but incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it's 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
Let's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't. Hammering.
No!
Loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the
I'm dumb hot.
The turnover ensues. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
1st down, the run with Lynch. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The tackle that time by William Hayes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action?
Hey!
It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is and make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's a give to Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off. What do you guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Sean Lee coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
Oh, my God, bruh.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Fielded at the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. When someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he's got his man crossing right. That's Landry. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Throw to the playmakers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing is Rodgers. And going over the middle here to Curley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down. Rodgers now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Tackle made by Deshaun Shedd.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up to McCaffrey. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
A handoff to Fournette. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Bridgewater.
Oh, my God!
Pass falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
With it is Brown. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets it to Brown, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You can do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Bridgewater now in 2nd.
No!
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. The man open left side is Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 24. They go play action here on 1st down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Here's Bridgewater. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Bridgewater now from the 50. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's 3rd and short. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it and get the first down.
No!
They go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down the road, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Lorenzo Molden able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw, Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, my God.
Complete here. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A second down throw for Bridgewater.
Oh, my God.
It's incomplete.
Catch the ball.
A tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here he's one
that niggas like y'all not finna get hit. It's like football, bro. The fuck y'all on the field for if you're not finna catch this shit?
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They're able to convert on.
Teddy threw that one, boy.
First and goal.
Teddy threw that one.
Long is simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play.
Yes, sir.
Normally you're just trying to pick up the first
yes,
down.
Sir.
You know where the sticks are? They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
They'll give it to him up the middle. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Third and goal for Bridgewater. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Corey Coleman. Touchdown on the year. And the Jags are an extra point.
We gotta hurt him. We gotta hurt him.
Extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Let's go! Double team AB! We see him! We see him, bro. We peep him. We know. We know. Let's go. Let's motherfucking go, bruh. Y'all boys, let's go, man. One more stop, y'all boys. Let's go.
The Steelers on third down.
What y'all talking about?
The league average,
we need it.
4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Let's go!
Oh, look at that hurdle.
Hey, let's go. Can I get him? Can I get it? Let's go.
Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game?
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Fournette. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On third down, Bridgewater. And incomplete here on third down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got a man. It's
Hurt!
They've been burned twice.
Hurt him!
Fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Hurt him!
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball.
We don't need those, huh?
Game long, that throw, no
We don't need them.
Gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Hey, I would have got the ball back. Hell yeah, nigga, I'm right there.
Now Leonard Fournette.
Let's go.
For a good little gain.
40.
It'll be a pickup of
40.
5 more. Third and
Heard him,
now.
40.
And whistles, and we're going to have another
Heard him.
play as they call the timeout on defense.
He hurts him.
53 left.
He hurts him.
On third down, Fournette. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that time out to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. Aaron Rodgers so cool in these situations, but he's got to get his guys moving.
Yeah, they have to be able to have that urgency while still keeping their cool.
He'll look to throw. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45.
Yo.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
What's up?
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range.
Good with it, bro.
Time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Where you?
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Oh yeah, you about to slide to the poetry meeting?
First down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure they're
playing Ricky and we playing Madden right now. It's like a tight game. Yeah. I'm using the drives. We did a fantasy draft.
And he got blown up.
We got 19
yardage on the play back at the 44. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And incomplete.
Let's go.
Made the ball roll.
Yeah. Yeah. What you doing, Rick? Bro, it's 13 to 14. Hey, it's 13 to 14. I'm up with 22 seconds left, and Rick has 1 timeout.
One score down.
Let's go. We're playing in franchise mode. Let's get it. This is where stars become stars. Who's pussy? Who's pussy today?
Now Rodgers gotta have this one. Flush to his right. He can run for. Oh no!
Let's go.
But this will get out of bounds. So
let's go.
Stay the same.
Yeah, hey, Rick tried to run with Aaron Rodgers, and I hit him by the goal line and got him. For the game, baby. That's for the game. It's for the game.
No gain there as he
it's for the game, Rick. What? To Leo? Like, bro, cool ones? Bro, they're going to the poetry club? Shit. Alright.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with.
You know I gotta do it. I got to. I gotta bomb up.
Bridgewater here to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break their serve. That way you hold on to it. They get it done, and they feel.
Bro, you should have challenged the fumble that the fumble got to a first down.
So for Jacksonville,
you should. I would have challenged
that.
I was like, it was a fumble, but like the ball flew to a first down.
And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh,
there's some cool
it's a
ones
loss
that
that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
Some cool ones.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Yo, Jarvis and AB played to their potential, man. They played. You playing this week? Alright, hold up. Hey, bro, change, bro. How? I'm trying to see if you could change the difficulty so a nigga could see his field goals. How the fuck do I not see my field goals? I'm trying to see my field goals, bro. Like, the shit bugging. Yeah, you can sim it, though. Oh, shit. Hold up. I think I'm gonna tank the season. I'm gonna tank this shit. Nah, I'm gonna tank the season. Are you gonna play? Alright. Yo, my team has got to stop winning. This shit don't make no sense. Did you make it? Alright. What's your record? Oh, you made it? I think you should play it. I think you should play this one. What the fuck? I told you. Hello? What? I mean, think you're gonna get cursed out by your boss. Nigga, you still haven't. Nigga, you have a manager or someone is like. Bro, you're not running the whole store. Okay. Yo, you guys should get fucking fired. Exactly. You see? Sheila. So? At least it's better than fucking talking. What are you talking about, nigga? Hey, yo, Rick, are you getting somebody? Yo, Rick, you getting somebody? Are you gonna pick up somebody? Cause I don't know who I'm gonna get. I don't think I'm gonna get anybody. These niggas are trash. Alright, bet. I was like, yo, these niggas are ass. Bro, where's your bro? I'm about to fucking report you two for being sorry ass employees. What? Nigga, bro, it had alright. I just wanted you to call me, nigga. Damn, I didn't expect you to. What? Oh my god, bro. That's a. Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I didn't know you was serious. Shit, like you would fail that class, so you're trying to pass. I feel you. I mean, sheesh, your whole career. You got me to just one class. Oh my god. We don't want. Yeah. So, like, is your class already registered to her, or like you have to wait like a day? Oh, bad. I'm about to go do that whole right now too. Cause if that shit closes out and I have to stick, cause I don't. Me too. From 8 a.m. to that time. Yeah, and I don't have. Yeah, me too. Hmm. Yeah, my shit is like it's from 8 to 10:45. Well, actually, I don't have that class anymore. They stopped it, but I have 11 to 12:15, and then whatever that 2 o'clock class, whatever. Mm. So, oh my God, you're such a baby dog. You know, nigga, eating them, bro, eat in the morning. Whoa, 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 hold up. You live by Tampa Road. Why should it take you 3 hours to get to school? Oh, you have a little brother. How young is he? I mean, I guess, but I mean, it shouldn't take you like that long. You could like at least get a good meal in before you go do whatever. You're just sheesh. All right, bro. I guess it makes sense. You just over here crabbing. Yeah. Do you have to take him to school or something? You you finished him. Okay, I get you. So you're like the second mom. Sheesh. You just start having kids. Whoa. That's the first time I've ever heard a Hispanic woman say that. I mean, obviously, nigga. I mean, obviously. I thought you meant like ever. I was about to be like, damn. Why? Oh my god. Nigga, you still looking for free agents? Oh, well, you're scouting? I'm talking to my roommate. Alright. Man, I'm talking to my roommate. Well, anyways. What? Oh, cause she wasn't fucking with the jeans. And they're cut up.
The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led onto the field by their 6'6" quarterback, the former Arizona Wildcat, Nick Foles.
And sometimes when you watch him play, you see all these flaws that you want to correct. But when it's all said and done, he more than gets the job done. And receivers love the fact he's unafraid to take a shot with the deep ball downfield.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They go again with Collins. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Foles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Hey, wait, who's he walking?
Bridgewater now on second down.
He walks to the flying
It's
J.
incomplete.
What?
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
How do you walk to the
Now
flying J?
Bridgewater
That's
escaping the pressure right. Got it in, and it's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time.
Why is he walking?
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate when he throws a nice pass for a first down.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense.
Man, I played green. Flying through like a mile away or 2 miles away.
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there. He also would have been here. Long way to go, but you're right. That's
and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
This nigga, yo, I just stopped 5.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Dumps it off to Fournette, and he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Here's Davis now, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Steps away to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Bridgewater, and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Cliff Averill in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
To throw is Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
On second down, Collins. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Foles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Now a play fake here on first down. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here's a first down run with Collins. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. It's a 3-point game here early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's Collins. This carry with the extra effort. Is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And again, it's Collins. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here's Foles. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. And he's He's in. Touchdown, Houston. Alex Collins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans are in for 6. Well, it was 3rd and 1. It's blocked. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second down, Bridgewater. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
12 more yards there and another first down. First down, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Landry again the intended target, and now it's second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he comes back with one complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy at his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He's going to get it running right. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive. So
you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And now out comes Houston. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, the tight end Shaheen with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught right side by Anderson. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Foles now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Safarian Jenkins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans are in for 6. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Moore now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Flushed out right, and some room to maneuver. Unable to corral him, he fights through. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On third down, Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Bridgewater to throw for it on fourth. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. The second down throw for Bridgewater. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. 3rd and goal for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And with time running down, they go down to a nick. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Bridgewater now on second down. And he rifles it. Play caught by Landry. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been...
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Now Bridgewater. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
He's airing it out. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's back to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Intentional grounding, offense.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And
we lost by 3.
This first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Texans, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yo, her friend is bad, bro. Bro. Her friend is... Hold on. trying to put it on your throat. Oh shit, I gotta switch to class. No, I'm bugging. I only have school Monday and Wednesday, boys.